the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
There's a lot to like about Dillon Gabriel's game, and that was registered in the NFL draft when he went in the 3rd round. Incredibly experienced, starts 63 games in college, which is an FBS record. He may be undersized, but he understands the offense very well, and he's a terrific competitor.
They go play action here on first down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Off the play fake, Gabriel. And this one is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Harmon drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team, and boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today?
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And just shutting him off there. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's into space past the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stump it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Gabriel. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll go with a keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Now Austin. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll send Austin in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. They'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Now Rodgers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the 1st.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Able to slither by. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cleveland offense making their way out. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over first and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson. A quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
To throw is Rodgers. Going across the formation, he finds Fryermuth. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. He finds Austin complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Handoff for Warren. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 6. So a 3rd down conversion taken away by the penalty.
And let's face it, you work on this all the time. You know the officials are going to be looking for that. Now you force them to try it again from further back.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Gabriel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Offense.
So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stop blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Waiting in now to punt as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ford. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And now out come the Steelers. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh.